Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, KC.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And Mahomes, as smart as they come, hits the deck, but he's got the first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
A handoff to Pacheco. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A gain there of 15. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
They put Kelsey in motion. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Mahomes now on second down. And he's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection.
And look at this, the extra point is blocked. Following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. They'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. On his left side and taken in by Allen. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Brings up second down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a couple. Another run here with Hampton. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1.
46-yard line.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. On play action, it's Herbert. Open man is the tight end Disley. And it's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And they'll take this down inside 35. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, L.A.
Chargers.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now the Chargers will use the first of their time. For 3rd down and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and a yard. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Chiefs 6.
Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. They snap a night, bang, drinks, bouncing to the groove.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Nico Remigio gonna bring it out of the end zone. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to take over just before the half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin back. The Chiefs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That non-verbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And nice spin move there. Nearly got him free, but he'll wind up only with a gain of about 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And This is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to second.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On second down, Pacheco. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
The 16-yard line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are able to get it back within a score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This is Hassan Haskins to return. Across the 20, will mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 25, here's second down and 9. Herbert to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Charger first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Looking middle, and he finds Disley. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 32 yards.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. We just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
Throwing right, that's Johnston. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. And the Chargers have the first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. He'll try to run with Hampton. And he'll lose big yardage on this one.
That nigga is not going down. That nigga is the next Derrick Henry. We seen it in college. We're going to see it in the NFL. That nigga is not going down. That big bull-ass nigga, you not tackling that bitch. How many niggas was that? I was on my phone. I wasn't paying attention.
It's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Denzel Perryman gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
That's over the middle, complete to Brown. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's going to be...
I knew it. I knew it. If all the receivers and running back is not open, Travis is always open. Wrong Travis, though. Travis Kelce. He's always open. That duo right there. Pause. Not like that. That duo.
Convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the
Man,
field, especially when
you cannot stop Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. You might be able to stop his other teammates, but it's always him. It's always reliable.
That was in a critical situation. There is no...
Dang, I thought that was a pick. Probably going to be the most happiest moment in my life in this game. But I do not like the Chiefs. Love y'all, man.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Mahomes. He takes off. And he will score. Game on. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance.
And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Return his offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
2nd and 5. Another run here with Harris. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the handoff, it's Harris. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seed he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, KC.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Here he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Pacheco. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Man in motion is Brown. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. He'll get this one complete to Brown. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down, Kansas City.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Denzel Perryman. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Give up the middle to Harris. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They get the stoppage. wrong way, it sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
Third and 4.
Here's a third down and 4. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The Chargers get set to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. They'll come up for first and 10. One last shot now for Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. And right away you can point to the turnover battle.